Hello, this is Shemi Kojo and I will be giving you a quick tutorial on how to navigate through the ZEG AI Studio editor. We'll be going through a quick process that I usually take whenever I'm building scenes and how to reshape items using other items to create other products, which I'll probably be doing in this tutorial today. So just to quickly go through some of the things here, we have templates, which are static ready built scenes, things that you can import into your current scene. Products are usually the main focus of the scene. Apply brands to the props are what we use to build the scene and add some depth to it, or a sense of environment within the scene. For the background is the overall environment where your scene will be built in. The background usually affects the lighting and the reflection off of any objects that are within the scene. For the lighting, it works similar to the background, but it affects just the lighting within the scene. So you could have bright lights, you could have dark lights, you can have lights that come from around the room. You could have lights just coming from the left or the right. So that's what the lighting does. If I'm going too fast, you can back up the video, or you could just pause it and take it step by step as you're going through. So we will start building the scene right now. I am gonna go with a whiskey bottle. I like this one. So these points are on the object or the product is points that you can use to adjust the item. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to adjust some of these points and make the item more of what I'm looking for. Okay, I like the straight bottles, so I'm going to keep it pretty straightforward and simple. Just made the bottle straight, and we're going to clone it. And we're going to push it back. This is just for design. I want to build something that's kind of symmetrical and kind of gives more highlight to the middle bowl. I'm gonna shrink them down a bit, and yeah, just to give it a bit of a hierarchy, so it just kind of adds more emphasis to the middle bowl. Okay, and we're gonna turn the opacity down on these bottles just so we can see the liquid on the inside. And if you hover over these icons just like I've just done, it will just give you a bit more information on what these sliders will do. This is the liquid color. You can change the color of the liquid, and in the advanced options you can change how high the liquid is within the bottle and the thickness of the glass. So in the scene we're gonna add some props. I feel like the mango will suit well with these orange bottles. So I'm just gonna shrink that. Okay, when you add a prop into the scene, just remember to select the prop after, because it will be selected onto the item that you was on previously. And if you enlarge it, you'll see what happens, just like me. Move that to the side. We're gonna shrink it down. Okay, just like that. Yeah, okay, that looks nice. I'm satisfied with that. Okay, now I want to add something else. What can we add? Just to build this scene a little bit more. We're gonna go for something pretty simplistic here, since this is a tutorial video. And then you can use the basics to just expand, experiment, and come up with new ideas. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with the drapes for now. Yeah. Alright, cool. We're just gonna make sure we click on it first, and then we're gonna rotate it. I think that might be the wrong way. Yep, the wrong way. And we're gonna just get rid of that value. I'm gonna twist so we can see which value we need to mess with, and then we're gonna change that to 90 degrees. Okay, nice. We're gonna push this back now, just so it's just not covering any of the items that we've just put into the scene. I'm gonna shrink it down to scale. Just level it out a bit, just make sure it's just at the back. Okay, I'm pretty satisfied with this so far, and I feel like we need a plane. Oh, no, we're in the wrong section. We're going into props and then we search plane. Make sure you make use of the search tab to quickly get the item that you need. Okay, we're gonna change this ground to black, and because I think we're gonna go for black for the background, because I want the items to pop out more. I want the main focus to be the center of the image and the whiskey bottle. So I'm gonna make the whole background black, so we can get more emphasis on what the focus is. Okay. For backgrounds, we add in some backgrounds to give it more of a realistic look. We need some of that refraction and reflection within the objects and the scene, so it looks more realistic. As you can see, after adding the background, we have now some of the reflectiveness on the objects. Okay, we're gonna find some props. Okay, this is what we can do. With the points that we were given, that I mentioned earlier, we can add some. We can add a clear jar. I'm not gonna use that one. That doesn't look like it can be used the way I want. I want something more simpler. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go for the cream jar. We're gonna adjust it here, and we're gonna shrink it down. Down and adjust the scale a bit. Just stretch it out like that, and voila. I'm gonna make it brown as well, just so it can resemble a bottle cap. And I think I may adjust the color of the glass as well, because it looks a bit dark. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. There we go. And we're gonna clone these caps and just reposition them. Just like that. I want to keep the symmetry going. I want to look at the top right now just so I can reposition this properly, just the way I want it. That looks about, I'll just move it a little bit more. Needs to go to a bit to the right, not too much. That looks about right. Okay. I'm gonna render that and we're gonna, okay, so once we render, we can see how the image looks in real time with all the effects applied. We can see the bottle looks a bit too red, so we're gonna clear that down a bit. I probably might go over normal color, just plain white, just so we can get the colors of the inside bottle and we can start seeing more of that reflectiveness. The bottle looks a bit too dark and it's okay. I'm gonna change the color of the liquid as well because I feel like it was too red. I would like something a bit more orangey, subtle. Okay, just copy those values over like that, and turn up the IQR and probably a bit of the roughness, just to see what changes will be applied. If it doesn't suit, we'll just rinse and repeat, remove some of those values and get back in there. Okay, I feel like I like the way the bottle looks a lot more. It looks more realistic. Okay, we've got some of that glassy look in there. Okay. I'll just turn the roughness down and the metallic down again on these bottles. Make sure there's values of 0 because I saw a bit of roughness there and I want to get rid of it. We're gonna make sure the values are a bit yellowy because I still want to give a bit of color to these bottles here, so they're just not too plain. Okay. Okay. Just going back and forth to just check what kind of changes I would like to make, and the caps seemed a bit too bright, so I'm just gonna darken them just a little bit. Just like that. Just make sure these are changed. So these are advanced options where you can change the thickness of the bottles, so the glass, to be specific. I'm gonna shrink mine down a little bit, about 0.25, and make sure it's on clear. I'm gonna leave it as clear for now. Adjusting the liquid top and bottom will adjust the height of the liquid inside the bottles. I'm gonna keep it like this for now. And we've got another render here. Let's see. Okay, it's starting to look how we want to get it to look more like what we want. So okay, let's see. Ooh. Some changes here. We're gonna mess with the lighting a bit for now, and we're gonna see what we can do here. I want to go for a bit of a sci-fi look, so let's see what effects have been applied here, and let's go for another render and let's check out. So render, and okay, still looks a bit similar. It's affected a little bit. I'm going to now just check again. Okay, I'm going to change the lighting a bit, turn it a bit brighter because it looks a bit dark, and just the offset intensity, the diffuse intensity, so we just don't have too bright. We'll have it a bit dull but light. And another thing you can do is add your own influences of light into the scene. So what we're going to do here is we're going to build our own light here. We're going to choose an emissive color for our light, and we're going to turn it up, and what you will see is this will affect the scene almost like a studio light. You just grab a light, an item, and you apply an emissive value to it, and this is what we get. Just an example of what you can do with emissive lighting on objects to create your own lighting within the scene. Something simple. You can take this idea or this concept and come up with new ways of using them. I'll give you some other examples from some of the templates we have on the ZEG app in the next video.